What's up guys? I finally got myself a microphone so I can explain things a little bit and I hope you enjoy. It's my first video with my actual voice involved and there are some things to improve, but I hope you have fun anyways. Okay, before we start talking about animal stance movement, just in general, there are two types of movement in Leis stances. So for crane, you walk in both directions. But in tiger, you dash in both directions. It is important for us to know the difference between these two types of movement, because if you got a walking type of movement, it's not worth to cancel the motion to travel faster. But if you got a dash, for example in panther, you can cancel the dash at the end of the motion to travel faster. Like this. Snake. So, for snake, you got a pretty decent walk when holding back. You can block mid while moving backwards. And your forward dash is pretty good because it crushes high. And you move pretty fast with snake forward. Let me demonstrate you the crushing properties. Like this. You can even punish jabs with snake. It's pretty good for approaching, I would say. Like in most of Leis stances, you are vulnerable to lows when you are in snake. So be aware of lows. They can even blow you up if you try to cancel the stance immediately after entering it. So be aware of that. But you can block mids while canceling snake. Your sidestep options are pretty important to the stance. So sidestep left will go into dragon, and most notably sidestep right will go into panther. I think using panther out of different stances is the key of being successful with the stance, because panther itself is so dangerous. It's a raw 50-50 and you are vulnerable to mid. So using it out of snake is one of the best things you can do with panther. When do we use snake? Snake is effective at close to mid-range, I think somewhere here, because of its fast transitions, forward 2+3 and back 2+3. Depending on which character you're facing, if you need to step your opponent to the left, use back 2+3. And if you need to step him to the right, use forward 2+3. Or if he's very vulnerable to sidesteps, you can use Leis' other snake transition, sidestep 1+4 and sidestep right 1+4. Snake really has good close range transitions, like your 10 frames punish gives you at +6 and snake, which gives you a free mix-up between snake 2 and snake 4. Also Leis hell sweep, if it's not a clean hit, not like this, like more like this, it will leave you hella plus and your enemy can't do shit. But they will do, because it won't look like they can't do shit. So use that for a frame trap and yes, a lot of damage. And then there is down 4. I use down 4 a lot, so make sure to utilize this transition. Down 4 is 0 on hit, but if you hold down afterwards, it's -1 and you go into snake. -1 allows you to move around, in panther for example. And you can also try to crush jabs. There are very many people who try to jab you out of snake there. So you can try to crush jabs with snake 1+2 or snake 3 maybe. Okay, before we take a closer look on the moveset itself, let's sum up. Alright, so snake walks backwards. And it has a pretty decent dash forward. Moving backwards will allow you to block mid, and the forward dash evades highs. The best place to use snake in is somewhere here. Just move around the snake here, switch to Panther maybe. And yes, if you are at long range, move around at snake, switch to Panther, you know, set up some mind games. But the actual best use of snake is definitely at close to mid range, because of its fast transitions and its fast attacks. The first move I want to talk about is Snake 1. Snake 1 should be +2 at any point, so if you hit Snake 1-1, you should be +2, which will give you enough space for another Snake 1 series. As you can see, the first 3 hits are a neutral combo, and after that nothing is guaranteed on neutral hit. But if the first hit is a counter hit, you get the whole thing guaranteed for 42 damage, which is intense. Otherwise, if the third hit or the whatever is on counter hit, you won't get rewarded very much. But anyways, it's good for counter hits, let's say after down 4. Fish for counter hits, 42 damage, and it's good for defending as well. Let's say if you're at medium range or long range and moving around in snake, and the enemy is thinking about taking you out of the stance, you can actually defend with Snake 1 to stop the enemy from approaching you. He can't interrupt you when you're defending with attacks, as stupid as it sounds. But you gotta be careful with it, of course. It can fail very hard. The rushing snake string is surprisingly good in combos. Let me demonstrate. Especially in rage. It has surprisingly good wall carry after various attacks, like you can do 1-1 after down forward 3, up forward 1, down forward 1, sorry. After forward 3-1, after various stuff. Like this. Pretty good. The next move I want to talk about is Snapping Snake. Snake 1-2-1-2. Snake 1-2. This is -12 on block for 23 damage. I don't use this move too much. It's trash, I believe. Snake 1-1 is a neutral combo too, as well. It's a good setup for Panther, as it will give you plus frames on hit, so you can rush down the enemy with Panther 1-2. They can't hop kick you out of Panther after Snake 1-1 on hit. But if it goes on block, they can easily interrupt. In that case, if it goes on block, in that case you can use the whole thing to catch the interrupters. Of course, there aren't only people who are trying to interrupt you. There are people who try to duck, of course, too, because they are scared of what's coming next. What's coming next after 1-1? They know it's Panther, and they are ducking. In that case, this move is suicide, because the last hit is a high, and they can duck it and launch it. That's pretty bad for you. So be cautious. The next move I want to talk about is Snake Bites, and it's my favorite move out of Snake for a reason. Snake 2-2-2 is hit confirmable, which means if you see the first 2 hits connect, you can add the third one for a rather weak Panther mix-up. You don't have enough plus frames for setting up the low. People can hop kick you out of Panther after this, but sometimes they won't, because they are so shocked about the damage they just ate. Snake 2 goes into Dragon after holding forward, as well as Snake 2-2. They both give you a lot of plus frames. on hit if you go into Dragon. It's so amazing because the Dragon is a big counter hit too. You got so good counter hits out of Dragon. I mean, it's so amazing having a Dragon transition which is plus on hit. This move is such a good move. Use it a lot. Go into Snake, Dragon, move around, counter hits. It's really good. One more thing to mention about Snake Bites is that no one is even prepared for Snake into Dragon. So a lot of people are expecting the low here. So you can easily go for some Dragon mix-ups and search for counter hits here, as I showed before. This is a really good string. And another advice I can give is set up 2 actions to learn the hit confirm. Hop kick, you punish it with 1-1, and as you can see the dummy blocks afterwards, so he won't eat Snake Bites, and you do nothing. You don't do the low. And then set another action where the dummy attacks after the punish, so Snake Bites will hit, and then hit confirm the low. This is a good workout for practicing the hit confirm. Just set both actions to 50% and work out like this. You'll be able to do it. It's not that hard. Snake 3, Rattlesnake, is your high evading mid launcher out of Snake, and it has its best use after conditioning someone to jab. Let's say you're doing a lot of down fours and the enemy is trying to get his turn with jabs after you hit him with down four. Well, this is the point you use Rattlesnake. Look. It's really good after you conditioning someone to interrupt. Or if you hit Snake 4. Snake 4 is minus and the enemy could try to take his turn after Snake 4 on hit. So after Snake 4 you can pull out Rattlesnake as well. Or after Snake 1-1 series, Rattlesnake. You'll get the point. It's high evading and good for conditioning. And it's pretty safe. It's really safe. I don't know how to punish it, to be honest. I don't know if there is a punish. The way to beat this move is interrupting it with middles. The combo is kind of hard. And I'm still very thankful Suikin showed me this combo on the stream. And it's a really good combo, but it's hard to do. Okay, I got it. 70 damage without the wall. Pretty good. Thanks, Master Suikin. Snake 4 isn't as bad as people say. So there's one thing about Snake 4 which is really good. Let me start it like this. So down 4 does not create space between both players on hit. So I can mash out down 4 and the range between both players doesn't change. But if I hit down 3 for example at tip range, look at how much space is between both players now. Especially on tip range. I get it. The same goes with down back 3. Creates space too. A lot of space. And you end up in full crouch afterwards. And yes, the same goes with Snake 4. So if you hit Snake 4, look at the range now between both players. Tip range of course. Look at this. Now you can move around in Panther, for example, to make something with. Or you can try to dodge highs with Snake 3. You can also pull out your backswing blow now to evade stuff, evade short range mids and hop kicks, stick jabs in general. It's pretty good. I like Snake 4. And it hits grounded. That's worth to mention too, I think. So if the enemy decides to stay on the ground, you can pull out Snake 4. There's one setup I like to use at the wall, for example, with Snake 4. It works pretty often. Looks kind of this. So if I'm trying to dig jab now, after down 4, I'm at the wall again. It's pretty good. Down 4, Snake 4, I mean, isn't that bad, as people say. It's pretty good. The last move in Snake I want to talk about is Angry Viper. Leis backswing blow out of Snake. It's very good for evading jabs. So if someone tries to jab after your Snake transition after down 4, for example, you can pull out a backswing blow for beating jabs. But beware of the frame disadvantage on block. I think it's minus 11 if I'm right, if I'm correct. It's not minus 12, I believe, but it is punishable. But it beats a lot of stuff and it has surprisingly good range. It's a pretty good move in my opinion. I like it very much, especially at the wall. If someone hesitates at the wall, just wall splat him with Angry Viper. Okay, the last part of the video will be stance transitions, so which moves lead into Snake. And I will try to show every transition, but if I miss one transition, please comment and tell me. So there's down 4, by holding down you go into Snake, -1 on hit. Then there is down back 4, by holding up or down you go into Snake with a lot of frame advantage on not clean hit. You can use this for collecting big damage with Snake bites. The same goes with back turn down 4, even better because of the range. And the same goes with this stance. You can go into Snake here. This looks like the same move, but it won't go into Snake. It goes into another grounded stance. You can't hold up to move into Snake here. Whatever. Then there is of course 3+4, which goes into Snake. I would recommend to use 3+4 transitions a lot in neutral game to make your stances work. And then there is 1-1 forward, +6 Snake. It's your... I would recommend this punish for punishing things that are -10 to -13. I won't use this for -13 punish. There are a few exceptions like Kuma's Power Crush or I don't know, maybe Deviljin's Rage Drive. I don't know if 3-3 works there, but I used down forward 1-1 before. Then there is forward neutral 1, of course. When tapping up or down, you move into Snake. Depending on which character you are facing, step to the right or step to the left. Then there is down forward 2, which goes into Snake as well. Use it at the wall as your combo ender. Pretty good. Then there is Phoenix 4. Goes into Snake as well. I don't think you get plus frames out of Phoenix 4. And I really don't know why. This should be plus on hit, but whatever. It is plus on hit if it's a counter rate, I believe. Yeah, it's a lot of plus. Then there's Snake 2. Snake 1, sorry. Snake 1-1. So this. Snake 1-1-1, the Snake 1 series. Then there is Snake 1-2. Leaves you into Snake. Snake 1-2-1-2. Gives a lot of pushback on block, so could be helpful in neutral. Look at the pushback. It's pretty good. If people don't duck it, pull this out. Then there is a snake 4. Create some space. And of course you can step into snake out of other stances. Like dragon sidestep right. Panther sidestep left. Crane sidestep right. Tiger sidestep left. Tiger sidestep left is one of the best snake transitions in your moveset because it evades a lot of stuff and it's fast. Look at the big sidestep. We will come to that later when talking about tiger movement. It's pretty good for approaching and make stuff with. Then there are back 2+3 and forward 2+3. Sidestep 1+4 in either direction. You can also go to snake from Phoenix. I think a few people know this, not the most. You can do it like this. It's kind of a fake transition. It goes to the dragon first and then moves into snake. Kind of awkward. I think the same goes by tapping up and then 2+4. Yeah, but it's a real snake transition, no fake shit with dragon in between. So then you can move in snake from back turned by sidestepping like this. You can do a double sidestep there or a triple sidestep for a shitload of evading like this. Oops. Look at the sidestep. I'm moving around the world right now. I think a few people know about this, not the most. Oops. Same goes with drunken. Oops. Like this. I think that should be it. Oh wait, you can step to the right here and then do this transition to the left. That's pretty cool too. Looks fantastic, right?